first, let's really understand why we're doing this before we go into the what to, the why to. Why is it important to understand these different personality styles? Why that's important? So you can communicate better with all types of different personalities, different people, okay? And how is that a problem if you don't understand that? You make mistakes, and then you start assuming. Mixed messages, very good. Excellent, excellent, good. So, socialize, when I say socialize, who are the socializers? Socializers are the innovators. They are the ones that come up with great ideas. They think outside the box, okay? They come up with great ideas, and they think outside the box, and they're very flexible in the times of change, okay? Anytime the company going through change, you throw in the socializers, boom, they can adapt very easily. Their motto is they're people's people. They love to be around people. They love recognition. Public recognition is their thing. They love to be under the spotlight, okay? They make great project managers, okay? They can do very well in helping people getting along, getting together, starting the communication when there's conflict. They're very good at that, okay? Socializers also, what would be a limitation you might think of a socializer? They're very big picture, they're not very detailed. So they can come up with a great idea, except that that day is a Labor Day. We are off. We're not working. Okay, does that make sense? So it's like, hey, we could do this on Monday. It was like, well, we're off on Monday. So they come up with great ideas, but, you know, they are not detail-oriented, very much big picture-oriented. They start a lot of things. That's why they make great entrepreneurs. They start a lot of great things, new businesses, and that they don't follow through with it because it's not fun doing the paperwork and the details, okay? So they come up with brilliant ideas, but they don't follow through with these brilliant ideas. They rather give it to someone else to do it, okay? Those are socializers. Socializers make great salespeople, folks, okay? Salespeople are, they can make great salespeople with socializers. All right, good. So their motto is, if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. They love challenge. They love to think outside the box. They like to do something that where they can get recognized. They feel challenged. Okay? Those are the socializers. Now, when I say, any question on the socializers? All right, good. Now, the next personality type would be the directors. When I say directors, are they direct or indirect? Direct. That's why they're directors, right? Are they open or they guarded? They're guarded. Okay, they're very guarded. Okay, it takes time to get in. Okay? So, let's talk about the directors. Who are the directors? Directors are natural-born leaders. Okay? They juggle 3 to 4 projects at the same time. You ask them, how do you do it? They stop and they tell you, with pleasure. No problem. Just don't waste my time. Okay? Their motto is, get in, get out, give me the bottom line and the bottom line only. Don't waste my time with, how was my weekend, or what am I doing for the weekend, or how was the ball game? Don't waste my time. I'm in, I'm out, I'm busy. Okay, I'm juggling 3 projects at the same time. Okay, so they're very structured people. They plan their day, they plan their week, they plan their month and their years ahead. Okay, and they're very disciplined. Okay, they put a discipline in place and they boom, they just commit to it. They're very committed. Okay, and they're very tough. They are very tough on themselves as well as tough on others. They have a lot of high expectations of others, the same way they have high expectations of themselves, because they lead by example. Okay, as a result of that, they could come across as what? Harsh. They have very low tolerance. Okay, and they can come across as impatient. They come across as cold. Okay, and they come across as not good listeners. Okay, not good listeners, because get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. Okay, give me the bottom line. Give me the bottom line. That's what's all about the directors. Okay, questions on the directors. One other limitation of the directors, what would it be? Yeah, they can just social skill. It can be a little bit, you know, not their cup of tea. They work at it. They have to work at it, but it's not it's not natural for them. Very good. Exactly. What about when they get stressed or overwhelmed? What do the directors do? Boom. That's when they call it, I need to regroup. Okay? Part. They just walk away from everything, let everything fall, and just, I need to regroup. All right? That's the directors. All right, good. When I say third type of, any question on directors? All right, third personality type would be the thinkers. So who are the thinkers? first, are they open about their feelings or they're guarded? They're guarded. Are they direct or they're indirect? They're indirect. Okay, very much so. So who are the thinkers? Thinkers are the ones that you walk into their office and you see 3-inch binder on top, 2-inch binder in the middle, and 1-inch binder on the bottom. If you put the 1-inch binder on the third shelf, they freak out on you. Those are the thinkers. They're very organized people. They're to an extent that could be what? What is the limitation of that? Yes, perfectionists. Okay, perfectionists. Their motto is, give me the facts and the facts only. I could care less how you feel about it. I could care less how you're excited about it. All I care about are the facts. The numbers, statistics, talk. Okay? They are very independent. They prefer working on their own than working with teams because they're perfectionists. And they're so good at figuring out the problem. Solving problems is their niche because it's all about the data. It's never enough data for them. They keep collecting data and data and data and data. So they really know how to fix problems, to find out what the problem is and be able to point it out and find out the problem and then fix it. They will analyze it to death, and as a result, if they want to make a decision, it will take them a long time to make a decision. Why? Because it's never enough data for them. It's always could be more data. So they can come across as a little bit inassertive, okay, in making decision. Does that make sense? Analysis paralysis, pretty much. All right, very good. And they could have this sense of monotone when they're talking, okay? So don't take it that they are not emotional. There's no emotion right there. This is just that they're thinking. They're all about the thinking. They're all about the facts. Any questions on thinkers? Not clear. They're individual contributors as well, and they work best on their own. Okay, very good. All right, fourth type of personality are the relators. Okay, so the relators, are they open or are they guarded? Open. They're open. Are they direct or indirect? They're indirect. Okay. So they are open about the feeling and they are indirect. Okay? So who are the relators? Relators are the cheerleaders. Okay? They're the cheerleaders of the company or the organization. Okay? They are the loyals. They're very loyal people. Okay? And the relators, they ooze empathy. They love people and people love the relators. They love to talk to people. They love to listen to people. They are very empathetic people. For them, their motto is, it's not about you and it's not about me. It's about we. Okay, that's their motto. It's not about you, not about me. It's about we. So for them, it's let's everybody play nicely in the quicksand. Okay? And the sandbox is what I meant to say. Darn these foreigners. They're never going to get it right. Right? So the relators, it's all about we. It's all about the team. It's all of us playing nicely in the sandbox. Right? And they don't like confrontation. They avoid confrontation. They are with, let's go all together. Let's all be in harmony together. Okay? Those are the relators. They are the loyals. They are the one that's a solid core, that they show up for you every day. Okay? Those are the relators. What could be a limitation or a downfall for a relator? They wait for consensus. Yes, why? Because they don't want to be the one that going against we. We want to make sure all of us are playing together. All of us are moving as one. Very good. What else? One more. They can be a little bit passive-aggressive, especially if they feel like they're being unappreciated or disrespected. Okay? It's very important for them to respect. So for the relators, if you disrespect them once, you don't, shame on you. Disrespect them twice, they really take it personal. You disrespect them third time, they find your name and they just poof, they just like mark it off their book. Done. No more. Okay? Those are the relators. It takes some time to really, stop communicating with people, but when they do, they're done. Their friends, they have very limited friends, but these friends are since they were like in high school. Okay, they can count them on their hand, but they've been for a very long time with them because they're very loyal. So one limitation of the relators, they tend to take things personal. They tend to take things personal. Okay, they're very sensitive. They're overly sensitive. Okay, what questions do you have on the relators? Yes, they take things personal because they get emotional. All right, very good. So now then that you got these 4 personality types, first question is, which dominant personality that you operate from at work? Because we are a combination of all these 4 personalities. The question is, what is a dominant personality at work? Because we're talking about work right here, not about, in your personal life. Okay, you could be a totally different person in your personal life. So what is the dominant personality that you are operating from at work? That's one question. Okay, and the second question is, the people that the difficult people you're dealing with, could be your boss or it could be your coworkers. Where do they fit in this model? Where do they fit? That's the second question that I want you to be present to. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an exercise where you are going to jump in with your team that belong to that same personality. So we're going to have 4 teams, and we're going to go through an exercise. You're going to grab one of these sheets. You're going to flip it to the other side where there's nothing written on it. You're going to grab a Sharpie, and you're going to do the following. First, you're going to write down, what are your pet peeves? What are your pet peeves as a personality type? Okay? And then second would be, how would you change your communication with other personality types? What would you different, with other personality types? So for example, if you're a socializer, how would you communicate differently with a thinker? How would you communicate differently with the relator? How would you communicate differently with the director? Okay? That's your goal. Why that's important? Why that's important to communicate differently? Why? Okay, so you can relate to others. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say I am a director, and Paula is a relator. I come to Paula and I tell her, Paula, I need this project done by tomorrow, 4 o'clock. I'll be in my office if you have any questions. Walk away. How do you think Paula's going to feel? Look at her face. She's like, what happened? Okay, who's this arrogant? Okay, so that's what you're going to take it personal.